Do you have 5 minutes? Really, even just a little less than 5 minutes? This coming Sunday is Easter Sunday, and what a wonderful day that always is. In fact, it's my wife's favorite holiday of all of them throughout the entire year. But, you know, begin to wonder about Easter. Why is it that we have bunny rabbits? What have they got to do with Easter? Easter bunnies. Eggs. What do jelly beans have to do with Easter? Uh, why do the pastels of yellow and green suddenly become so very important? And why is ham seemingly the Easter dinner? Presents a puzzlement. Let's look at the Bible for just a second. These words from Luke chapter 24. Very early in the morning, on the first day of the week, the women went to the tomb, bringing the fragrant spices they had prepared. They found the stone rolled away from the tomb, but when they went in, they didn't find the body of the Lord Jesus. They didn't know what to make of this. Suddenly, two men were standing beside them in gleaming bright clothing. The women were frightened and bowed their faces toward the ground, but the men said to them, "Why do you look for the living among the dead? He isn't here, but has been raised." Okay, now, for the record, I have nothing against bunny rabbits. I think they are adorable. They are cute. I've raised them myself. They are just beyond nice. There is nothing mean in a rabbit that I've ever seen in my life. But yet, really inherently, the Easter rabbit has nothing to do with Easter. And silly rabbit, Easter's about Jesus. That's true. I mean, come on, think about it. There's nothing biblical about the Easter bunny or an Easter rabbit or a Saint Easter bunny, if you will. It doesn't exist. And the same way with jelly beans or Easter eggs or much of what has become secular Easter. Easter at its core is about a love, an absolutely magnificent love, a love story. And what is the love story? It's between God and God's creation, between God and us. That even on Easter morning, when things looked darkest before the sun came up, guess what? They found Jesus was alive. He wasn't there. They kept looking for him amongst the dead, and he wasn't there. Just like we try to remind ourselves that Christmas is about Christ, and that we can easily lose sight of the real meaning of Christmas, we can also lose sight of the real meaning of Easter. Don't get me wrong, I do like that chocolate Easter bunny, even if I do eat his ears first, or I like the chocolate Easter eggs. But that's not what Easter is about. It's about the resurrection of Jesus and the love story between God and God's people. As you approach Easter this week, I hope that wherever you are, you find a burst of spring, which perhaps is what the bunny rabbit represents, or rebirth, which is perhaps what the eggs represent. But most importantly, I hope that this Easter you find time to remember and to truly appreciate the love story of God, the one where God loved you so much that he sent Christ, who died on Good Friday but came to life on Easter morning, so that you and I may also have a promise of a resurrection. Silly rabbit, that's what Easter is about, the resurrection of Jesus. Have a great week. Oh, and Christ is risen. He is risen indeed.